have to be honest, while the rest of the industry was predicting Guardians of the Galaxy and Ant-Man to be the first Marvel failure, I really thought it was going to be Doctor Strange. 13 movies and I was pretty much predicting that this film would underperform. But with a pretty lame summer of films and a really slow autumn, Doctor Strange was the first big film to come out since, well, Captain America Civil War in May. This film has a new opening logo for the Marvel Studios, which I kind of find distracting, but it's pretty awesome. Doctor Strange is a by-the-numbers superhero origin story, but since the geniuses at Marvel are at the wheel, the product ends up being better than usual. The effects are amazing, with some great sequences showing off the powers of this group, and we also have memorable but basic side characters, a villain that is almost boring, but Mads Mikkelsen, for some reason, has a charisma that makes him better than the past Marvel villains, excluding Loki. We have a fun character in the form of a cloak that Doctor Strange wears that has the same kind of personality that the magic carpet has in the Disney film Aladdin. And we get an Infinity Stone introduced, and while the film doesn't completely revolve around Marvel references, we are definitely getting one step closer to the epic film Avengers: Infinity War. All that stuff is cool, but the film really relies on two elements: its main character and story. Dr. Stephen Strange is basically another Tony Stark, except where Tony was a spoiled brat, Doctor Strange comes across more like a college student who has worked hard and now he's trying to prove it. In a way, he becomes more relatable in an extreme sense. He also doesn't change his personality as the film progresses. He doesn't become more serious or less of a jerk. He plays it the same while trying to perceive this world that he usually would deny existing. It's a film about science versus religion in a way, about having faith in something bigger than yourself. Benedict Cumberbatch is of course great as usual, and while some might find his English accent distracting, I'll honestly say I didn't notice at all. Then again, I have never been a viewer of the TV series Sherlock. The film is a lot funnier than I thought it would be, yet it takes its subject matter just as serious as needed. The story, however, could have used some patching up. The beginning is great, and you really feel for Steven right away, and we're taken into this journey where he has to go and fix his hands. The second act takes a standstill. It's not boring per se, but it doesn't really lead well into the third act, which is, in all honesty, something quite unique. The way he fixes the problem is both funny and something we've never really seen before. Then again, I'm a big sucker for any film that involves some sort of time travel. It's just, the second act really could have used some patching. But for a Marvel Cinematic Universe film this far into the game, I have to say, it looks like Phase 3 will be the greatest one yet. I give this film a 7 out of 10.